We've arrived at this time when the complex and escalating challenges we face as a society are begging for answers. And this place, where the University of Illinois at Chicago is forging the future of public education. We are a community, purpose-built and inclusive, and what we accomplish matters. We open our doors to anyone with the audacity to scan the skyline and declare, "Go higher," to say, "We will make the world better." We pursue our purpose with tenacity and grit, and refuse to be bound by circumstance. The bright and ambitious find opportunity and excellence here. And it all starts with a single spark.
I came back to UIC because the kinds of students and the kinds of faculty and the kinds of physicians that are here are the people that I wanted to work with. People that are just really, really committed to the mission of this university, which is so unique. Females have such a greater risk for Alzheimer's disease than males, and yet they aren't being studied. I really want to focus on what is it about being female that puts you at such great risk for Alzheimer's disease. We're working with a genetically modified mouse that we made to mimic Alzheimer's disease. Using this mouse, we're trying to design a therapeutic. If they prevent or cure in our mice, we'll be really excited about taking them into clinical trials in humans. I came back here intentionally because I wanted to work with our students. I adore them, and they're the reason I come to work. Their spirit just keeps me going. And that's really what has allowed us to make the progress that we've made. Each new person that comes into the lab brings something unique with them, and I think that's the way we're going to solve it. Every time I take a risk, the College of Medicine is right there supporting me, and that just doesn't happen anywhere else. You can't push forward a hypothesis that everyone thinks you're nuts about if you don't have the support. It's just impossible. I want to cure Alzheimer's disease, and I think we can do it. I really do.
One of the reasons that I wanted to be a teacher and I wanted to be a principal is it's really about giving students these tools so that they're better equipped to go out into the world and do the things that they've always dreamt about.
Leading adults or adult learning is a core value of the Urban Leadership Program. The focus really is on developing the capacity of teachers as well as teacher leadership within the building. But people also come in with this fire in their belly. They're really there to make a change.
My training through the Urban Education Leadership Program trained me to keep a pulse on student outcomes. The first school that I was principal in was a level 3 school on probation. We had an incredible staff and incredible kids, but the data wasn't showing that kids were growing. And so we did an overhaul on our curriculum. So it wasn't just about exposing our kids to this great unit that we developed, but checking on them frequently to see what our kids were retaining and where they were struggling to really make that profound impact on their learning. That helped us move our school within 2 years to a level 1 school in excellent standing.
The Urban Education Leadership Program is a model program for principal and leadership development.
This is a program that should be looked at across the country. It can have a national impact.
I am CPS, I am Chicago, but I owe everything in my career to the education and training that I got from University of Illinois at Chicago.
I pursued engineering because I wanted to use my expertise to make changes in the world, to impact the people's quality of life. World energy consumption is projected to double by the mid-century and triple by the end of the century. So we really need to have a new source of the energy, but we cannot do by fossil fuels because we are producing a lot of carbon dioxide. It's going to end up with the climate change. So the ultimate goal that we are pursuing at UIC is to make a carbon neutral cycle. Inspired by the nature, we developed an artificial leaf platform in that we use the energy from the sun and we convert carbon dioxide into fuels. So we are producing new source of the energy, and meanwhile we are remediating carbon dioxide. I have excellent students in my lab. We are working all together to address this issue. With all this infrastructure that we have, with all excellent collaborators and the supports from the administrative level, we should be able to address this concern. I truly believe that the technology that we developed at UIC can end climate change.
My health 4 years ago was declining. I had no energy. My kidney functions were towards the end. I had fallen asleep when I was driving in the car and went to work, didn't have any energy to do any work.
He was just exhausted all the time. We didn't do anything except stay home. We started off at a different hospital and immediately knew that this wasn't going to work because we felt we were really ignored there.
I was turned away from other hospitals. My health was declining and I needed another option.
I was just scared for him because I didn't know what was going to happen.
Then I called UIC in Chicago and I felt I was treated like a person.
We found out that UIC would take him. That day we came to the hospital, met Dr. Benedetti. We just knew everything just was going to be fine.
We have an attitude of being inclusive. We address patient populations that are usually neglected. We are very proud of our ability to provide a service like robotic kidney transplant in obese individuals, which has not been replicated anywhere in the world.
I'm very blessed with that. I've met Dr. Benedetti and also all the people here at UIC. My life has completely turned around 100%.
He's 11 years older than me, and I can't keep up with him anymore.
I would not be here if it wasn't for UIC. Dr. Benedetti and UI Health has really saved my life.
When I'm on stage, that connection with the audience is amazing. I got into the drama program at Lincoln Park High School. I knew that was a way better chance of me being able to go to college than going to my neighborhood school because it just wasn't a good school. But at the same time, I began to run with the wrong crowd. I was shot in my lower back coming out of my house, and I survived. And I graduated with a good GPA and more performances under my belt. So I'm the first out of my family to attend college. I received scholarships from Chicago Housing Authority, from the School of Theater and Music, as well as financial aid. It's a financial struggle for me. I don't always know how I'm paying for it. One faculty member in particular, she introduced me to something called Mind, Body, and Medicine, in which I would like to pursue as a career as well, helping the youth from broken households to cope with stress and to transform trauma. Here in 2017, I'm at UIC, my home, and I'm open to life, and my breath flows freely. Acting is my passion, and to spread that love and to pay that forward, that's my calling.
UIC is and has always been a place of hope, opportunity, and access. We were founded on these tenets and have never strayed. No matter your heritage or circumstance, at UIC, you will ignite discovery, ignite innovation, ignite passion, ignite success, ignite the future.